Today is December 24th, 2020, Christmas Eve. Santa asked Arrowhead Overland for a little bit of help delivering a last-minute gift. We're supposed to meet with Dasher, one of his reindeer, on High Mountain to deliver a care package to Pond, a man who lives in the area. I'm glad you're still here, Pond.
Yeah.
I'm Dasher.
Dasher.
One of Santa's reindeer.
Beautiful.
I was wondering if you could use some stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely.
See,
that was perfect.
You've been using the pan that...
And the knife was better than the butter knife I was using to cut potatoes.
All right.
So I was like, no, it's perfect, because I was using a mason jar for everything.
Well, you know tomorrow's Christmas.
Mm.
Okay. So Santa wanted to give you a couple of gifts. How are you doing on food?
I am accepting. I'm completely out again.
You don't have anything left at all?
Well, some lentils and rice, but I can't make the rice without, pot. And they took the pot.
Who took the pot?
They did. I mean, it was theirs.
Oh, the trash people?
Yeah.
They took it back?
Yeah. They left it here for me once, kindly, but then they took it this time. I don't know.
Well, that's interesting because Santa must have known that somehow. I don't know how. So here's the first thing that we have for you.
Beautiful!
It's not really a pot, it's a tea kettle.
Yeah, but hey.
But you can still boil water in it.
No, exactly. I mean, I can cook rice in that too. I've done that before.
And I don't know how you've been cooking your rice.
With fire.
With fire. So here's a little stove.
Hell yeah. Like, you're a saint, man. Like, you're the only reason I'm not dead, honestly. Hell yeah. You just loaded me up with another couple weeks of food, too. Like,
All right,
you're honestly a saint. Really.
Let's see what we have. You want to come around on that side and I'll show it to you.
Favorite brand of tea? Hey.
I remember. Knew me. I didn't remember. Santa remembered.
Yeah, I know that whole trick. Hey. Dude, perfect. I can't thank you enough, man. Like, my favorite food. Also my favorite food.
Carrots.
Those save me too, because I don't have to cook those, Yams.
Some more lentil.
Which are amazing, because I can sprout them and eat them raw. Because, they took the pot, and so that's what I've been eating the past days,
Right.
just lentils. Like,
Here's some
Perfect.
more bread.
so perfect.
And because it's Christmas, I figured you needed something more than just carrots and sweet potatoes.
Yeah, kinda.
So there's
Oh, hell yeah.
vegan dumplings.
Wonderful. Like, I will probably make those today.
And then you have all of these tofu
Oh, hell yeah,
flavored
man.
meats.
Perfect.
Some rice.
Beautiful. Oh, even better. Like, I haven't
Italian
tried
sausage.
these ones yet.
There was a lady at the Vaughn's and she was saying that...
Oh, hell yeah. They
that-
made these with eggplant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, the eggplant was a surprise, too. And, what happened with that...
And the avocados.
Oh, yeah, avocados, but, But the eggplant was a surprise. I kind of put that on there also as a joke. Whatever.
Okay.
But, dude, it took me, I cooked it in the Go Sun, and it took me all day. I had to chop it in thirds because it's such a small pat, but it was, funny. And then I was, worried because I usually make eggplant with sauce, right?
Mm-hmm.
Turns out I like the flavor of just plain eggplant.
Oh.
But, dude, yes. Oh, so the bread, the honey, and the peanuts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, the honey just made me happy because I had a meal when it was, all cold and rainy, and I didn't have to cook at night, and because it got colder, right? And, it just made me so happy, and I was I have nothing to do but think, right? So like literally it just sent me through so many emotions because I started, thinking about my memories as a kid. Why is this me? Oh, it's because my favorite meal as a kid. Totally. My memories as a kid, it's like it made me most happy. Like the first time I had it, and every time it was always at like sort of a family friend's house who had another boy to play with, like the dad, friend's dad's house because they were divorced too. And it's like his name is Reed, and he's a violin teacher. So like to this day, the violin's still my favorite instrument. But like and then I'm thinking about it. There's not like a single happy memory from my childhood with my mother at all. Like I remember banging my head against the wall because of having can't stand her control scheme and all this shit. And so and then his like Nathan's mom Annie, they were divorced, but they're still friends. Good people. Like that's my happy memories of family as a kid. It's not with my mother. It's being at Thanksgiving at their house. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, I just started crying about that because I don't have any happy memories with my mother at all. And it's just fucking terrible. But like, it just made me so happy. And then, in my religion, I'm sadhu. So I worship Shiva. And one of the practices is samadhi, which is practicing sadness. And it's like, the point is cry. Get to that point, and you have to be lonely to do it. And, I ran out of weed, and that's also a sadhu thing. But so I don't have any of that, which is good because I was able to just cry. And there was like 5 days that I just spent crying, triggered by the peanuts, the honey, and the bread. And it was just so good. And like, I want to cry now because like, I just remembering the happy memories of not being with my mother. And like, I tried to get her to make it, and she would never buy crunchy peanut butter, or she'd judge me for like, having not jelly with the peanut butter. And it's just like, and then Christmas with my mother never once gave me anything that I wanted. She always bought me little things and pretended not to have money and all this shit. And it's like, dude, you brought me new tea. Like this, she never listened once. Like, and so I'm just like so happy to be away from her somewhere else where I can get gifts from a practical stranger. And it's just like, dude, you made me so freaking happy. Well, it was ridiculous.
It's Christmas. You should have a Christmas dinner.
And like that's the point of samadhi, practicing sadness, is you just cry it all out, get to that point of lonely sadness. And then, dude, once you come out of that, like I had the whole day of tears that I was happy that I cried. I just really needed to thank you for like that, the honey. And it was so good.
Oh, you're welcome.
And I just feel so much stronger because of it, because I let, all that stuff go for my mother.
And for dessert.
Like, oh, hell yeah. Thank you. These are good, too. Like, I want you to pick out some art. Because at first you didn't strike me as a guy that, would do that. But and it's just like food. That's like all I freaking want. Like... Favorite brand of vegan cheese, too.
You said coconut milk in a can.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed.
It has to be in a can.
Well, I just like it in a can better because it's usually better. And they still have left their can open, thankfully. I took it. And I actually appreciated the things in the, the cartons, too. It was just easier. And I just like it in a can better. But then I noticed you've probably never bought an Asian in your entire life. Because, like, the cans are in the Asian food section, right?
Right.
And, like, you went to the fridge both times for the non-dairy milk.
Right.
And so I just had that thought. You've probably never bought an Asian food.
No, I've learned a lot by shopping for you.
It's like, that's what I thought. I was like, that's so funny. I usually taught him by just requesting this.
All right, let me sit next to you.
All right, so I consider myself like a native because I walk around barefoot, and I've been communicating with the birds and the bees for a long time. And so the third day here, I was walking down a trail, and then I walking back. And when you walk down a trail and you walk back and there's bird feathers, that's like a gift for you, right? So, well, they gave me 6 feathers, and I was like, all right, this is for people who bring stuff up for me. So, like, I want to give you a feather just because it's like Native American magic, and I want to say a prayer, like, may this always keep you light on your feet. May it make, gas take you further. And may you be invisible to anyone who wishes to cause you harm. And it's, a blue jay feather. And it's one of those beautiful feathers that, native chiefs would get and put in their hair and be all spectacular and look all pretty for the girls and stuff. But, I recommend like tying it on a string and I don't know, putting it on your rearview mirror like I do.
You
But
know,
you can put it anywhere you want.
You know who would really appreciate this?
Hmm.
My sister.
Really? Beautiful. Pass it on.
Do you mind if I
Yeah.
pass it to her?
No, I never mind that. I mean, it's a gift to you.
Because she knows about you.
Yeah.
She saw the video from the last time.
Beautiful.
And I think this would really mean a lot to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, definitely. I wish I could give you another one.
So.
But I think...
One's enough.
Yeah, I know. Because I gotta... I don't know. And I had them like sitting there, and I was like, okay, I gotta give him a feather because it wasn't supposed to be for food; it was supposed to be for stuff. And he brought me that pan that was just so perfect. So I'm so happy. It's ridiculous. Like, you're why I'm alive at this point. Like, I mean, I probably could have walked down if I was starving enough, but like, you know, I got to stay up here and have my cry.
So this is your art?
Yeah. At a certain point, I was like. I mean, because my dream job out of college was cleaning up oil spills. And like even went down to Ecuador and did a tour of all the stuff that, you know, that's my favorite one. And that's everyone's favorite one too. The pineapple.
The pineapple?
And there's like some that I drew on because I have 100 prints of them. But, you know, I liked cleaning up oil. And like there's a guy that did research as a book, Mycelium Running. And so I wanted to use that method. And like Chevron has been sued like 3 or 4 times in Ecuador and Brazil for like just leaving a bunch of environmental messes down there. And like they've lost every lawsuit, but they keep fighting it and refusing to pay. So at a certain point, I'm like, all right, they're not going to pay me to do my job. So I was like, all right, screw it. I'm not going to do anything else for cash, but make my own piece of paper and, you know, trade that way. And like, I love just getting food for my, you know, artwork. Cause it's like, I made my own money and did it. Like, somehow I knew that one would go.
I don't know why, but I like that one.
Beautiful.
What were you thinking when you did this?
The spiral is just one of my general, I don't know, loves, I guess. I mean, there's another artist, and I kind of, what was his name? Elias Man Ray. He's a famous artist from back in the day. And like he did a lot of spirals, but I don't know. It's like I'm an alien and I'm a spiral or something. Like this is what I'm from. And I actually created a symbol as my tag, right there. Like it's a clock, but a spiral. So instead of going in circles, you actually get somewhere. Like that's kind of the joke. Or it's a symbol for like any time whatsoever. You know, it's a time.
I'll buy this one.
Beautiful. Take the pineapple too, just because I got so many of them. I wish I ran out of plastic sleeves.
That's okay.
And that's another one that I thought I was drawing a fish, right? When I did it. Mm-hmm. And then I'm just like, wait a minute, that's a pineapple. Cause like that was supposed to be the fishtail. And you know, cause I just do abstract doodles, and a pineapple came out when I turned it over. And I'm like, whoa, I just accidentally drew a pineapple. How awesome is that?
Where's the one that you said,
and that's another one that
came out as a bird? You weren't expecting it, but it came out as a bird.
And I mean, that's another one that I didn't do. That has to have been ghost magic. Just how freaking cool that is. But this one. That one.
This one?
This one.
Oh, this one here?
Because I literally just dropped things on the paper, and then like this, the beak, the feet, I mean there's a dick, but whatever, and then wings. And I was just so amazed that I just did that. And then look, there's like a backwards butterfly in there too.
Right.
I was just so amazed that all I did was like,
I want to buy this one also.
Word, because that's one of my favorite ones, just because how cool that is. Like,
how much did you sell these for?
I've been doing you choose the price.
Is $20?
Yeah, I mean $20 is a standard. Okay. But I like to do, you know, I say that $20 is a standard for anything, but like I like to do you choose, because sometimes I get 5 if, you know, it's a kid and that's all he's got. And sometimes I've gotten 60 and like, you know, that sort of thing. So I'm just like, you know what? And I'm always a buy one, get one free kind of guy. So take all 3. I'm more than happy just to give them to you. You don't even have to buy them.
No,
it's a gift for a gift. I'm forgetting that I got cash.
Cool. All right.
And take a magnet too.
Oh, the magnets. My mother-in-law would love one. She loves magnets. That looks like a crown.
Yeah. And it's the same thing I got in my car.
Okay.
You know, the whole thing, love is king, heart is king, you know?
All right. I'll give that to my mother-in-law for Christmas.
I mean, you really more than made my Christmas. Like, I'm alive because of you, one, but, like, you really made my Christmas more than anything. Like, this has to be one of the best Christmases I've ever had. Because the last one, I was, where was I? Avila, and got nothing. But I had enough money to just buy food for me and my dog, so that was great. But, like, literally, the last Christmas in Colorado, I refused to be near my mother, and I was, like, freezing cold in Boulder, Colorado, and it was snowing and everything. And, you know, I was trying to be barefoot still, and that was impossible. But here I can be barefoot still in the middle of winter, which is awesome. But, dude, you really, really made my Christmas. Like,
well,
I know, I was like, almost like kind of relying on you, and I felt bad. You know, it was just like, oh, I'm relying on this one guy, but he's an amazing person. Like, I can't thank you enough.
Well,
really.
I'm glad I could help you.
Like, and I mean, I'm sad that all I have to give you is a bird feather.
You know, that's more than enough. Just the meaning behind it. So
I mean, it's Native American magic for me.
So.
And it's like, you know, I've gotten a few bird feathers here, and like, but getting 6 blue jay feathers, like, that's a record for me. Usually it's 3. Like, so I am so grateful. It's ridiculous. Like, and you listened. Like, it's like my mother never listened.
All right.
Yeah, my dad did sometimes, but.
Well, I'm gonna head back home.
Thank you so much.
Sure. How long are you gonna be here for?
I'm there to my, you know, intuition, blah blah blah. The bees are telling me the 7th.
January 7th.
Yeah, but then I'm coming back up. Like, I don't want to, like, I'm just gonna claim it my campground.
Because my fear was like, I'm gonna get all this, I'm gonna take it up there, and he's not gonna be there, and I'm gonna have to learn how to like tofu.
No. Hey man, you know, sesame oil and some good soy sauce. Like, you'll have to let me make you a meal sometime.
I first bumped into Pond a month ago when passing through the area with a 4-wheel drive club. He had a sign next to the road asking for vegan food. All I had to offer were military-type rations, which he couldn't accept. I visit the area frequently and have started bringing vegan types of food for him. On my last trip, he wasn't around, so I left the food in a crate. He just told me that he was down to his last potato and wasn't sure what he was going to do. He said he was so elated when he got back to camp and found the food that he cried. I am usually turned off by the homeless because I have found them to be manipulative and demanding. I have felt the need to help Pond for reasons I'm not sure of. Maybe it's because he is genuinely appreciative and the fact that he lives in the woods. That's where I would go if I were homeless. For some reason, the thought occurred to me today to take him food and other supplies that I had in storage. As it turns out, they were all things he needed. I guess that was the Christmas spirit reaching out to me and teaching me not to be so judgmental.